Hello everyone, welcome to our brand new release by Redesign with Prima, the Mould Chapter. We are so excited to share with you our new and amazing and innovative decor molds for your Christmas crafts, holiday home decor, and even some furniture molds too. We've also released something a little bit different this time, which we think that you will love. And this will be so amazing to use. The creative possibilities are endless with this brand new mold and concept. So I will share that with you. Throughout the video, we encourage you to comment and let us know what you love and maybe pick a favorite and let us know and put it in the comments because we are choosing a winner from YouTube and Facebook comments. And you're in the running for maybe a new mold. So that's really exciting too. And at the end of this video, after I share all of the brand new designs, I'm going to do a couple little projects with you just to give you some ideas and to encourage you to get creative this holiday season. So again, my name is Carrie. Thanks so much for joining us and let's get started. Okay, we're starting off with our brand new Contours of Grace 6x6 decor mold. This is an amazing new mold. You can make dishes, plates, anything you wish. It is going to be so fun to create with. You can customize it any way you like. Use resin, clay, whatever you like inside the mold. I made a little resin dish with the bows. Oh, so cute. It's perfect for gifts for Christmas. And yeah, we'll have lots and lots of inspiration by creators. Now on to our 5x8 decor molds. There are 5, and we created little ornaments. This one's called Shimmering Holiday Ornaments, and they are so detailed and beautiful. There's little flowers inside. Some come with bows, and these are symmetrical, so you can glue them back to back. We also included uh, little tiny part in the corner where you could hang them from. There's little chains and little garlands. And here I'm just showing you quickly with my ruler, uh, to give you an idea of what the sizes are. And they are a little bit smaller, because they come on the 5x8, but these are perfect for little trees, gift bags, whatever you want to use them for. Yes, and there's a little garlands. You could put that around them or hang them, whatever you choose. Okay, up next, we came out with angels, of course. Angelic Floral Noel. Beautiful, highly detailed angels. They are iconic for Christmas. And not only did we come out with just the 3 angels, or 4 angels, sorry, but we also have the little elements to go with. So there's bells with lots of holly, loads of details. And you can get an idea here with how large this one is. It's about 3 3/4. Yes, I'm doing inches. Sorry for those of you that don't do inches. And these will be perfect as ornaments or on decor, whatever you want to do. And of course, we will have loads of inspiration from our creators. And up next, oh, I love this one. This is Whimsical Holiday Dreams. So this matches our decor transfers that we just released for the Whispers of Winter release. And these are all Alice in Wonderland themed. We have the characters, we have teacups, we have stockings, and even the tree. These are going to be so adorable on any kind of Christmas decor. And you can see there, yes, we did think ahead. We matched our transfers with some of these molds, and the combination of the two are going to be just beautiful for Christmas. So here I show you again the roundabout size. So it's about 2.5 inches long and just over 1.5 inches wide, just to give you an idea how big these are. But sweet, sweet little images, ready to customize any way you wish with our paints. And of course, you can use resin or clay inside of these molds, and they will come out so beautifully detailed. And next, our ornate legacy molds, or mold, I should say. There are 4 frames in this one mold. You can get the coordinating small and large together. Just look at those ribbons and those tiny, tiny little flowers. I really enjoyed using these molds for some decorative ornaments I created. They worked out just perfectly. And you can see here what the size is, about 4 3/4 tall, and then about, I'd say 3.5 wide. We didn't waste the mold. We put the frames inside the frames. These are wonderful for ornaments, by the way. There are so many creative possibilities with these frames. I know you will get so creative with them. Okay, next. Oh, I just love these. These are our timeless ties. We did a variety of different bows within one mold, and I can tell you that I think this is my favorite from this release. But please tell us in the comments which is your favorite, because you will be eligible for a giveaway for sure. So let us know what you think of any of these molds. But these are so detailed. They work with some of the other molds that we are releasing, so you can pair them and it's going to make your projects just shine. Bows are very on trend right now, so we just thought, no, these would be perfect to match any of your holiday decor, and these can be used after the holidays too. So definitely a great mold to use, very versatile and very beautiful. And there's even a garland there with tiny rosebuds and little leaves, which I love. And I could just see those being added to plain frames to just jazz them up a little bit. All right, next we are going to move on to our larger molds. Yes, larger. I mean, we came out with longer ones, and this is so we can fit more, uh, sizable castings for you to really get creative with your project. So we're going to start with this one. This is, like I said, they're 5 by 10. And this one I love. And I think that you guys are going to love it too, because you can just add whatever you like to it. It's called Glitter and Glow. There's a candle, a lantern, a snow globe. Oh, the possibilities are endless. And of course, we have lots of ideas to share with you to give you some inspiration on how to use these. And the castings go pretty much almost all the way across the mold. So we made it so that you can make them as large as possible. And here I'm just showing you a general idea of how large they're going to be once you invest in this mold. So I cannot wait to share more ideas with you. And the bows will look so sweet on these. So you can pair them together. This is what I meant earlier by mixing the timeless ties with our other molds. Beautiful. Next is a very similar mold to the one I just showed you. It's called Bright Bubbles. Oh, these, again, are blanks, and you will be able to decoupage on these, add our Whispers of Winter Decor transfers to jazz them up. And again, our team has created some really beautiful examples just to give you some ideas. So again, about 2.5, a little over 2.5 inches wide. And this guy, I think, is just about 6 inches long. Yeah, so this is a pretty sizable one. So you can really get creative on these and add as little or as much as you like. And guess what? These molds are symmetrical. You've asked before in the comments if we can possibly put them back to back and if they will line up. These absolutely do. So that makes them even more versatile and exciting to use. Next up is our Christmas Village. Oh, okay. This is my second favorite to the Timeless Ties. A little tiny village setting. Now you have a variety of little buildings such as a church, a cottage, also more of like a Victorian style home. We created lampposts and little trees to match. So if you wanted to make a whole scene for Christmas, like on a project, you absolutely can. And I don't know if you could see, but within those houses, there are little chairs and little tables, and they really went all out for details. And this goes with our transfer again. So you can mix and match our products together to create a series of projects, obviously. So definitely a bonus for that. And I just love these. Again, I'm going to measure for you. So this is about 2.5 inches wide, just to give you an idea of the size. And I don't know. I want to know, what would you guys use? Would you prefer resin or would you prefer clay? I would love to know, because I think that, either way, you get different looks, and I think it's just going to be gorgeous. Now, our Evergreen Christmas Magic Set. So this is more like a woodland with the highly detailed trees, and there are deer, and you can use the trees separately with some of the other molds or use them together with the deer. I just love that this is kind of a classic iconic winter scene. So it doesn't have to be just for Christmas either. You can use it throughout winter, just to carry on more decor projects if you like. And of course, we have the coordinating Christmas transfers. So if you want to make a set, you certainly can. So this tree, yeah, it's about 6 inches long, which is a pretty sizable tree. And I think that with all those little details in there, when you cast it, it's just going to be absolutely stunning. I like to use resin with a highly detailed project like this, or molds like this, I should say. But it'll certainly work with your clay as well. And there's the from the top to the bottom for the deer, it's about 3.5. And then there's the body. So just to give you an idea of what the size of these are. And again, please let us know which is your favorite so far in the comments. Oh, now this was requested by some of you last year. This is called Holy Night Nativity. Oh, it is so beautiful. Redesign puts so much detail into this set, and we just thought you guys would really, really enjoy using this. And of course, we have the matching transfers to go with it so that you can coordinate all of your projects for Christmas. Here, I'm going to measure for you so that you can see exactly how big the figures are, but I'll tell you, Redesign did not leave out any of the details. They really went all on in this, and I think it's just stunning. So here I'm going to show you one of the figures is about 3 inches long. So pretty good size. And then it's about 1 inch wide. And then the crush is a little bit larger. So here I'm going to measure that for you so you can get an idea what that is as well. About 4.5 inches or so, or just a little over. And then it's about 3.5 inches tall. So that's very sizable. These could be made as an ornament set or put together as a little scene. It's up to you, but it's stunning. Oh, and next we have our Santa's Holiday Cheer. So this set you get 3 detailed Santas. They added the bags with the toys and a drum, and even in their sacks. I mean, it's hard to see now, but I'm telling you, all the little details are going to be so beautiful once you cast these. There's even a sleigh on the one Santa, which I just love. And then, of course, there's smaller coordinating castings you can make to go with the Santas. There's bows. Inside of that one has a little message. It says Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Really, really wonderful. And I'm going to measure these for you as well so you can kind of get an idea of what the size is. And it's difficult to get the, the ruler right when I'm holding the mold up, but I just want you to get an idea. So it's about 3.25 or so. And then the height is about a little over 4 inches. So that's a really nice size. And that's why we came out with the 5x10 molds, just so we could offer you larger castings. Now this one coming up next is one of our brand new molds that we are thinking you can use to make frames or furniture projects with. This is Regal Flourish. There are tiny little flowers within the scrolls, and they are absolutely stunning. They're just so sweet. Of course, we have them coordinating trim, and we came out with corners. So if you make a frame or use it on a corner piece somewhere on furniture, you do not have to worry about matching up those corners. I love that they did that. They really thought ahead. Here's a beautiful little swag with the matching flowers and a little bow on top, of course. So again, smaller projects or furniture projects, it's up to you. And this is our iconic Snowflake ornament. We release a different version of this every year. This is Frosted Snowflake Wonders. So here's this year's version. So we encourage you guys, and we know you love this, so you can collect them every year. So that's why we come out with a similar design. Highly detailed again, and I think these are going to be very, very popular. So I highly recommend you go to your redesign retailers and grab them while you can before they sell out. Okay, I'm just saying it's a word of warning. So in this ornament itself, it's pretty good size, about 4 inches by 4 inches. And then of course we have the smaller ones to go on smaller trees, or think of layering them together. So many creative possibilities, I tell you. And use any of our art mediums to go with, and they're going to be absolutely stunning. And yes, transfers again, coordinate. And by the way, our Christmas transfers, I don't know if anyone mentioned, we included 4 sheets this year. So you get a bonus sheet in those transfers. So that's also kind of cool. And I just love that Redesign thought of that to make everything match. Okay, as promised, I am starting my project at the end of this video just to give you a little inspiration, and I cannot wait for you guys to see how these turn out. So I cast clear resin in the Bright Baubles ornament decor mold. And what I'm doing is just covering the background with, or behind it, I should say, with some gilding glue. So I'm going to spread that out nicely and evenly, well, as evenly as possible. And what you want to do is let that glue just sort of set for a little bit. You know it's ready for the gilding sheets as soon as it goes from that white color to clear. So you just spread that glue on, set it aside, and let it get tacky. So that's what I'm going to do here. And once it's ready, I'm grabbing my Kasha imitation gold leaf sheets, and I'm just going to place the whole sheet over the back once it is tacky. So I just lay it over as carefully and as smoothly as possible. And I'll tell you these, I love doing this with the clear resin because the gold shows through on the other side, but you'll see that in just a minute. Now, what's also important to know is that once you lay down the gold leaf, you need to let that glue sort of set for a bit. So yes, I'm just pouncing the gold leaf onto the surface so that it goes into the glue nicely. And then I set both of these aside and I just let the glue sort of cure, and then I can go back in and start removing the gold leaf. So you don't want to do this right away. You just want to give it a little bit of time. And then once it's ready, I just gently pull the excess gold leafing away from the edges of the ornament. And those gold pieces that I take off, I save for later. So I just fold them back into the paper sheets that comes in the packaging of the gold leaf. And here you can see how shimmery and shiny it is. The gold leaf generally comes off like where you don't have the glue. So you usually don't have to worry. Use a soft brush and move away that excess. Now you can see here I'm showing you also how symmetrical they are. I mentioned this earlier in the video and it is true. You can see this for yourselves. And I did that just to show you guys. Now the back is all ready and it's shimmery, it's shiny, it looks beautiful. Now what I'm going to do is grab our Finnabair Sparks paint. This is called Dragon's Eye. And I'm just going to color in part of this ornament because I just want a little bit of extra sparkle and shimmer over some of the areas. So I'm doing the top with the Sparks paint and I'm doing the bottom. Yes, our Sparks paints do stick to the resin beautifully. So it does not come off, I will tell you. So it's a wonderful acrylic paint to add to any of your resin castings. And it just also offers, just a little bit of a different gold shimmer because I wanted it to be a little bit more concentrated in those areas. So I'm using my Finnabair art brush. I love my Finnabair art brushes. So they are so easy to clean. They really add your mediums on smoothly and beautifully. I can't say enough about them. And if you want more information about those, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to share links or talk about those a little bit more. And we will be coming up with more Christmas and holiday themed projects here on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and follow us so you don't miss out on any of those DIYs because we are planning a lot and I cannot wait. And this project here, I am going to offer as a more involved class on these ornaments. So if you're interested in that, please let me know. And also a kit, perhaps. I don't know if you're into buying kits, but let me know. Now, this is my favorite hack that I use on these clear ornaments to make them shiny. Our molds are matte. So that means when you take the castings out, it's not shiny. It is sort of dull. So what I do is I take our Finnabair fluid medium and I just brush it onto those clear areas with my brush. And it comes out shiny. I'm so excited. So that's a really fun little hack. Oh, next, I spilled the cover onto the table. It's okay. Now I'm using Ice Queen Metallique Finnabair paint to paint my clear bows. So I cast these bows from the Timeless Ties Decor mold set. And I'm just lightly brushing the Metallique paint on to all the little crevices and stuff. And yes, the Metallique paints work on the resin also, which is very nice to know. What I plan to do here is layer these colors on these bows. So I went in with this Ice Queen color, but I added Raven Sparks paint over the top just to make my own custom color shine through. Now, these are our H2O transfers. They're called Azure Florals, and they are this beautiful kind of periwinkle color. And I use my clear casting to kind of go over the transfer first to see what design I want. Yes, here is where I add the Raven Sparks paint over the Ice Queen so I get the matching coordinating paint color for my bows. And you can see how nicely it matches here. But I'm going to show you in just a second how I'm going to add the H2O transfers to the surface. It's really simple, really fun. So here I cut out the image, like I said, using that clear casting first, just to get an idea of what design I want to put on that ornament. So you can take a pencil and draw around it, and then you know later what to cut out. You simply remove the clear part over the color, like you want to remove that clear protective piece. And then when you put it on the ornament, you want the gray side up. Simply spritz some water on there and press that H2O transfer into the water on the surface. And then you're going to spritz water again over the gray, so over the top basically. Now what I like to do is just kind of work that water into that H2O transfer with my fingers. I make sure that it's nice and evenly wet. And then I do leave it sometimes just for about a minute. I just kind of let that water do its thing. It activates the adhesive on the H2O transfer, and then I know it's ready. So this is actually a really fun part, and I was so excited to see how these turned out. And this it almost transferred immediately, you can see there. So I was actually quite pleasantly surprised by that. And then I just remove it, and there you have it. Oh my word, I just can't believe the detail in this H2O transfer. It's absolutely stunning. And I can link to this transfer for you below in the comments if you wish. And like I said, if this is a kit or something you'd be interested in getting in the future, please let us know. We'll be happy to do that for you. And I can do a full tutorial where I make an entire set using these. So this is just a quickie at the end of our reveal video, but I'm happy to do a whole new video for you if you'd like. Now, after the H2O transfers are on your surface, you're just going to grab more of that fluid medium and seal the transfer on there. And yes, it works. And every time I add this fluid medium to the surface, it makes the ornament even more shiny. Yeah, that is so cool. And this fluid medium actually dries really, really quickly. So there's not a lot of wait time, and you can just almost keep moving on and keep working on that ornament if you choose to, if you want to add other mediums or what have you. So I just was so excited about this. I just love how shimmery and shiny and unique these look. So please let me know in the comments what you love about this little project, or maybe if you have questions about anything I've used, I'll be happy to answer. It's not a problem. We have a live chat going on now, so we can answer now, or if you watch later, we can certainly answer your questions for you. And so let me know what you think. Here I've made a set of 4. And again, I can do a more comprehensive video showing how I made all 4 of them together and go over it in more detail and maybe even choose some other colors. So let me know what you think. And I really, really appreciate you guys watching today. And I hope you're just as excited about the molds as we are. And we are looking forward to seeing all kinds of creations out there once you get your hands on these molds. They are available now through Redesign retailers worldwide. So go to our website, and it's redesignwithprima.com. Then you're going to select the Find a Retailer tab there at the top, or it'll say new release, new arrivals. You click on that, it shows you every retail around the world who has these molds available right now. So they are available right now in stock today. So I think there's no time like the present. We can get started on our Christmas creations now. So, and get them while you can. Thank you so much for watching today, everyone. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.